favorites each way to toss-up.
Exactly. You know, we've talked about it before. Throw those rankings out of the window. You still got to wrestle the matches.
So Joey Prata comes out for the Sooners, 16-7. He's from Richmond, Virginia, one of 6 transfers in the Sooner lineup tonight. He came in from Virginia Tech. Reece Witcraft, 16-7, redshirt junior from Broken Arrow. He did get his first victory in official duel competition after coming down from 133 and replacing Mastro Giovanni in the lineup. So big match, I think, especially for Oklahoma. The Sooners need to win this one like they did in December to have a good shot to pull the upset in this duel tonight.
Exactly, Jay. Like I said, you know, Prata is a seasoned vet. You know, he's very good in scrambles, very good on counter offense, and if he does get that takedown, he's extremely tough in the top position.
He's a redshirt senior. Neither one of these guys are actually very big for the weight, although Prata does look a little bigger than Witcraft, but
right.
Neither one of them are really huge for 125. You say, well, was it 125, 125? No, some of them come down from a good ways to make that weight, and others don't have to pull quite so much.
Yep, and that's one thing I love about wrestling. All the different body types, whether you're 6'2", 6'3", 5'4", 5'5", you still got an opportunity to get out here on this mat and scrap it up.
So these two veteran coaches, by the way, looking ahead, nothing really going on here with 140 left in the first. They're both hoping that when Oklahoma and Texas leave for the Southeastern Conference, that the Sooners will be allowed to remain as an affiliate member of the Big 12 in wrestling. That would be great for this conference, great for everybody all around.
Yep, it would be. I remember, obviously, when Missouri left the Big 12 and went to the SEC, the Missouri Tigers went to the MAC championships. Obviously, they are back from the MAC. This will be their second year in the Big 12. This is their second year in the Big 12, and hopefully the Big 12 obviously can keep the Oklahoma Sooners in here as far as the wrestling part goes.
Witcraft on a little leg shot, tried an underhook earlier, nothing there. Prata, good job fending that off. A minute left in the first, no score. Witcraft with a headlock. Almost, but not quite. Good reaction by Prata. He was in trouble briefly.
Yes, he was. I even like what Prata did there. He had a chance to grab Witcraft's wrist and kept it behind his back and almost put Witcraft in danger there. So
good offense, good defense there.
There you go.
Like to see that. Of course, if you're watching, you're seeing the raised platform or stage, whichever you prefer, that they'll use in the Big 12 Conference Finals and, of course, in the NCAA Finals. So it adds a little of that atmosphere to it.
Yeah, it does. Adds a different flair to it, right? You know, we always want to, as wrestlers, want to wrestle on that big stage, raised platform, as we call it. Got a good crowd here this evening. So, you know, you add all that in with the Bedlam history, it's just an awesome atmosphere to wrestle in.
So final 7 seconds, no score in the first here. Both guys fairly cautious. And we'll go to the second. There you see as it make the choices here, and Witcraft going bottom.
Now, this is a situation where Witcraft's going to have to get to his feet.
There's Coach Rosselli. Sorry to interrupt there. We want to make sure we get in there. 7th year, came from Ohio State, of course, out of the Edinburgh program for years, and Lou's got a couple of former Sooners on the staff there, and Sam Hayeswinkle and Tion Ware, both national champions, and Tion a 4-time All-American, and came into the fold this year from Wyoming.
Yes,
where he'd been an assistant there. So Witcraft chooses bottom.
And like I was saying, Jay, before we had the chance to talk about Coach Rosselli's credentials and his awesome staff that he has, this is a position where Prata's been extremely good here. Riding on top, he's looking for that tilt. He's got that wrist. Oh, Witcraft steps over.
Almost had 2, but Prata, nice reaction and stays in control. Witcraft is trying to leverage his way back in there for a reverse, maybe even to try to put him on his back. But Prata, the experienced veteran, the senior, runs him off the mat with 1:39 left in the second.
Witcraft did a good job of getting to his feet. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, once Witcraft gets to his feet, he's got to be able to get there and stay on his feet. Obviously, Prata's looking to return him and throw in a boot, okay, to gain that riding time. There's only, 21 seconds right now, though, on the Prata side.
A ways to go, but a riding point in this match could be huge.
There's the boot there.
Witcraft has to be careful and not get tilted back. He's working for a switch. What he wants to do, he's got to be very careful here. Prata says, hey, I might have a chance to get back points here.
Yeah, Prata's got that wrist. Witcraft is underneath the leg there. But see how Prata's using his foot there kind of as a steering wheel, as I like to call it when I teach this position. And all this is doing right now is bleeding the clock.
And he has 50 seconds riding time, Prata does. Trying to put the power in on Witcraft on the left arm. Kind of a power half thrown in there. It doesn't really not a half because he didn't have the head, but just got that arm barred up almost to 90 degrees. Now he traps the head and potentially dangerous call. Whoa, wait a minute. Yes, potentially dangerous. 49 seconds left, riding time at 1:11.
Prata's doing his job right here, right? He's at it, like you said, a minute 11 ride time. That's exactly got in that situation. Bleeding the clock a little bit, but doing what he is supposed to do right now.
Besides all the other great things about this series and the matchups, we have 6 return matchups from the December duel. 12 Oklahomans in the lineup tonight for these two teams. 8 for Oklahoma State, 4 for Oklahoma. So Witcraft working for a switch. So a lot of hometown, home state rivalries here. Oh, and he did get it out. There's 2. Now here comes Witcraft.
Here we go versus. That was 2 and 2 right there, Jay. 2 near fall, 2 reversal.
So we're tied at 2, but of course, Prata, if he can escape here.
This is a big 20 seconds here, Jay.
Absolutely.
Also with that, you know, looking at the ride time, if Witcraft can ride this out, that takes riding time down.
Really huge. Riding time down to 1:03, and he doesn't give up the escape point. Right. So his time is going to run out here in about 5 seconds. Let's see if Prata can get loose. He's trying to switch, and he gets it. Oh, was that huge?
That's
with 1 second left. I was about to say it was just going to be a trade of the near fall for the reverse. No escape, getting the riding time down. And boy, Prata made a huge move. We talk about those short time scores.
Short time scores, reversal here. This was the first reversal by Witcraft. Prata ends up getting 2 swipes there. Witcraft ends up reversing him. Like Jay mentioned earlier, there was 1 second, 2 seconds left on the clock with Prata with that reversal. Prata's in the down position, leading 4-2. Going into the third.
They've got 6-2 on the board. I've only got 4-2. Well, Prata got a reverse. I'm sorry, the near fall, and then got reversed, and then he got a reverse back for 4, and that's the only points I showed. What am I missing here?
Unless they gave him 4 for the near fall. But it was 2-2 on this board early.
I thought they only gave him 2 because I thought he got a 2 count and then a stop and then another 2 count. But nobody from Oklahoma State's arguing, so that's a huge difference. So that makes it 6-2. If it were not supposed to be, I'm sure the Cowboy bench would be screaming. I thought it was 2 count stop and then another 2 count, but apparently it was a 4 count consecutively. Our fault for misinterpreting that. Witcraft being tough on top here. He knows he needs to turn.
Yeah.
Try to return the favor of the near fall points. Otherwise, he's going to have a hard time getting back into this one. That was huge, getting the extra 2 near fall.
Well, and even on top of that, Prata knows his job, right? He doesn't have to do anything crazy. He's got to stay in a solid position. There's no stall calls here. So eventually, Witcraft's going to have to make that decision to get him back on his feet.
And, I thought that might be a stall warning, but it wasn't. They're returning it to the mat. As Eric McGill from Illinois is your lead official tonight. Jay Cox from Iowa is the second referee, as it's officially called. We usually just say lead referee and assistant, or something like that. So fairly soon, Witcraft's going to have a decision to make, is he not?
Yep. He will. It's coming up on a minute. Obviously, the ride time is going down the other direction. It's getting ready to go towards Witcraft's favor, but you know, you look at the score, it's 6-2. Like I said, Prata's doing what he needs to do right now.
Not trying all that hard to get away, frankly, just kind of sitting there, but Witcraft has, and now Prata comes to her feet, so Witcraft just releases him 7-2 with the escape. So Witcraft, who likes to go upper body anyway, you might see some of that, I would think, some attempt at that. A little surprised Prata didn't get one for stalling on bottom. So we'll see what he does on his feet. Only 36 seconds left.
Yeah, Prata's, like I said, Prata's staying in that position, knowing where he's at, understand he's got control of the match. He's winning by 5.
Just needs to stay out of anything big.
Right.
No headlocks, no inside trips. No stalling warning on Prata. That's not going to matter. Even if he gets hit 2 more times in the final 24 seconds, he'll be in good shape.
Yes.
He's up 7-2.
Like I said, he wrestled a smart match. No points at the end of that first, or in the first period. Second period was a lot of where fireworks came from. And Prata came out on top there, and that's really, that period is what really won him the match.
That was it. The big 4-point near fall was the difference.
Yes.
And that'll end it at 7-2. Joey Prata takes the victory. Sooners lead the duel 3-0. Good match, a lot closer than 7-2 indicates. Just like this series and so many of these matches we see, it just comes down to one move.
That's it.